Here is something that should not be possible. A bald eagle, 2 meters of wingspan, 4 kilograms of apex predator, the national symbol of the most powerful country on Earth, is being chased not by another eagle or hawk, but by a crow, a single crow, roughly 1/12 its size, diving repeatedly at the back of its head, screaming, refusing to stop until the eagle leaves the territory entirely, and the eagle leaves. This happens everywhere eagles and crows share airspace. It is so common that it has a name, mobbing. And the eagle, almost without exception, does not fight back. The most powerful bird of prey in North America is being run out of town by something that weighs less than a can of soup. And the reason why tells you almost everything you need to know about what intelligence actually does in the wild. The eagle is not weak. Let us be precise about that. A bald eagle can spot a rabbit from 3 kilometers away. Its talons close with a force of over 400 pounds per square inch, enough to crush bone on contact. It flies at 65 kilometers per hour in level flight and dives at over 150. It has ruled the skies of North America for roughly 1 million years. It is, by any reasonable measure, built differently. The crow weighs 500 grams. It cannot carry anything heavier than a walnut. It has a beak designed for pecking at rubbish and a personality that can only be described as aggressively unimpressed by everything. By every physical metric that should matter in aerial competition, it is not in the same category. It should not even be in the conversation. And yet, crows remember human faces. They hold funerals and manufacture tools. They have been documented passing information about dangerous individuals across generations, warning their children and their children's children about specific people who posed a threat years before those offspring were born. There are crows alive today holding grudges on behalf of relatives they never met, which is honestly a level of commitment to drama that most humans cannot claim. The eagle, meanwhile, does not know your name, does not want to, has never once thought about you. This is not a story about which bird wins. It is a story about what winning means when one competitor has a body built for dominance, and the other has a brain built for everything else, and has apparently decided to make that everyone else's problem. To understand the competition, understand the design philosophies. The eagle is a masterpiece of physical engineering refined for a single purpose: finding, catching, and killing prey from the air. The eyes contain 5 times the photoreceptor density of human eyes. The wings are built for soaring, broad, slotted primary feathers that catch thermals and allow the bird to hunt vast territories without burning energy. The hallux talon alone can exert enough pressure to puncture the spine of a salmon. A bald eagle's territory can span 125 square kilometers. It builds the same nest every year until the structure weighs over a ton. The crow is doing something different entirely. Corvid brains lack the neocortex that handles complex reasoning in mammals. For a long time, this was taken to mean birds were incapable of higher cognition. Then researchers started testing corvids, and the results required a rewrite. Crows passed the mirror test at a level comparable to great apes. They solve multi-step problems requiring several actions to be planned. They cache food, remember thousands of hiding locations, and actively deceive other crows they know are watching, pretending to hide food in false locations. They are not just remembering, they are modeling the minds of others and acting on that model. The density of neurons in corvid forebrains is roughly twice that of most mammals of equivalent brain size. Evolution did not give crows a big brain, it gave them an efficient one. In 2011, researchers at the University of Washington trapped crows on campus wearing specific masks, then released them. For years afterwards, those crows and their offspring, who had never been trapped, mobbed researchers wearing those masks anywhere on campus. The information had been transmitted socially across generations. An eagle learns from experience. A crow learns from experience, transmits that learning to others, and builds a distributed, multi-generational knowledge base about threats in its environment. The eagle has a body that has not needed to change significantly in 1,000,000 years. The crow has a social learning system that updates continuously. One of these strategies is faster. When a crow mobs an eagle, it is not trying to injure it. It has simply done a cost-benefit analysis. In whatever way a creature with a walnut-sized brain does a cost-benefit analysis, and concluded that the eagle is bad for the neighborhood and needs to be made aware of this immediately and at volume. What it is doing, technically, is making the eagle's presence costly, energetically and strategically. An eagle being harassed cannot hunt efficiently. It cannot soar without evading. It cannot sit in a tree and look magnificent, which is arguably the whole point of being an eagle, without being screamed at by something 1/12 its size that has absolutely no sense of proportion. The cost-benefit calculation of staying shifts. The eagle leaves, quietly, with what we can only assume is a complicated relationship with its own dignity. Ecologists call this interference competition, disrupting a competitor's ability to use a resource rather than directly contesting it. It is, in human terms, not throwing a punch, but making someone's commute so unbearable that they eventually just move cities. The crow does not need to beat the eagle physically. It needs to make the eagle's presence more trouble than it is worth. And it has the social coordination, recruiting others rapidly, communicating threat information across the group to make that calculation work almost every time. The eagle wins every fight it chooses to have. The crow makes sure the eagle never gets to choose. Crows gather around their dead. They do not feed on them. They stand near the body, calling, sometimes for extended periods, before dispersing. The behavior persists even when the cause of death is obvious and non-threatening, even when there is no apparent informational gain. The eagle does not do this. The eagle is, by physical measure, the greater predator. Its design is almost perfect for what it does, but it does not gather. It does not transmit. It does not remember your face for 5 years and tell its children about you. There are roughly 300 million crows on Earth. Eagle populations are measured in the hundreds of thousands. The sky belongs to whichever bird you are watching. The world belongs to whichever bird is paying attention. The eagle is not losing. It is operating exactly as evolution designed it, efficiently, powerfully, precisely. It does not need to adapt. It has not needed to adapt for 1,000,000 years. That is, depending on how you look at it, either its greatest achievement or its most significant vulnerability. The crow is watching and remembering and has already told the next generation.